What's going on, beautiful people? This is yours truly, Versace. Welcome to the One L Real Talk Show. Today, guys, we got something crazy to speak about this Brown University shootout. And I'm going to be honest, I've been saying this since last week, since the other day. This shooting smells like an inside job, okay? And for the past 10 years, every school shooting in America came from the left, okay? And when I say the left, I mean the weirdos on the left. They all belong to some group chat on Discord, but they all meet in Twitch, right? Because in Twitch is an app that people fantasize, you know, today I'm a cat, tomorrow I'm a dog, the following day I'm a fucking horse, right? So when you notice where these people come from, and then you're going to hear how the FBI just blew up on Brown University, right? So these pictures of these people you guys see are not the shooter. So I guess all the students in Rhode Island had I guess they had their own private chat website. So Brown University took it down because the students were talking about, yo, guys, you know, in the last 10 years, the people that does all these shootings, right? And then what threw everything off was that the people that they killed were the only two Republicans in the whole school. Yes, the two people that died in Brown University, were the only two Republicans. Right there's a red flag. And then the other thing is, Brown University don't want people to say, oh, it's the group of him, her, or her, him. You know, the stupid fucking trans shit. And Brown is known for that. And this is what I said yesterday. Rhode Island needs a whole makeover. Rhode Island needs some Republican figures in state. Okay? I was just telling my wife, I feel like running for mayor. I'm broke as a joke. But I feel like I need to say, like, listen, guys. I might look weird because of my beard and shit and the way I speak, right? But if Jasmine Crockett and AOC and then the fucking Somalian pirate that stole $8 billion are still in Congress, I can be somebody important. Because nobody got the balls today to say anything because they're scared. I really don't give a fuck about Israel. I don't give a fuck about AIPAC. I don't give a fuck about black and white. I don't give a fuck about gay. I don't give a fuck about none of that. And I told my wife, me becoming the mayor of Rhode Island, of Providence, will be the best thing that ever happened to Providence, Rhode Island. Because the two main things I'll tackle my first fucking year, homelessness and the drug epidemic we have here. Those are the two main things I'll attack my first year here as a mayor. Honestly. And get rid of a lot of these people that don't belong here. Simple as that.
Mass shooting at Brown University.
Listen to this stupid
shit.
Still
searching for a suspect. Providence, Rhode Island police releasing this enhanced video of the suspect moving around Brown's campus before and after the shooting.
So he didn't do the shooting.
For the public's help with the manhunt.
I think this guy was trying to break in a house. Because that's the oral this person gives me. He's been spotting at a house, going back and forth, back and forth. He's waiting for somebody, or he's about to rob a house. A person that's going to do a shootout would not be back up and down a block, because the person knows there's cameras everywhere. So this already don't make sense. And everybody in my state right now, in Providence, Rhode Island, are saying the same thing I've been saying. We need to get rid of these fake-ass government officials we got. We're tired of always voting in these gay, transgender weirdos that absolutely don't know how to do their job. And if you come to Providence, Rhode Island, everything has been gentrified. Everything has been more into the gay and trans community. And like I said, I have no problem with those people. The problem and issue I have is that they're trying to make everybody gay and trans. That's the problem I have. You guys can have your little corner, your little street, your little fucking weird parade. But even that is going to start having rules. Do you want to fucking go up and down your parade? That's fine. But when we start seeing people with leather fucking suits like dog and dragging a fucking man down the street like a dog, guess what? You're going to be arrested. Okay? Because you're putting this fucking kiki porn shit to the world like it's cool when it's not fucking cool. Because how would you guys feel if we make a parade for all the gangsters and killers? And everybody be allowed to carry their guns. And if you see anybody you want to shoot, you can shoot, right? You wouldn't like that. So the same thing goes with all this weird shit that Rhode Island allows people to do. We waste too much money here on stupid shit. And one of the scams that I've been noticing about Rhode Island is that every year they're open a bunch of schools. All these schools opening. And Rhode Island has more banks and schools than the state of New Jersey, the state of New York City, and Boston. How is it that the smallest state in the whole United States has more banks and schools than anybody else? Make it make sense to me.
This is the Faulkner Focus. Hello, everyone. I'm Julie Banderas.
We don't need 13 middle schools in the same neighborhood. We do not need that. Why do we need 13 to 15 schools of the same fucking schools in one area? And then when you go to these schools, you're like, oh, Versace, you know, there's too many kids. Bro, when you drive to these schools, it's 100 kids, maybe 200. And the classrooms still look empty. So why do we need all these fucking schools? All these banks. We have more banks than Dunkin' Donuts out here.
We're going to take a closer look at that newly released footage a little more than an hour before the shooting.
This is all they keep showing.
Was walking through the streets about a block away from campus. And shortly after the shooting.
And this is not the shooter, guys. Look, I'll show you the video that I just watched.
Now we have. The truth is, not every child
bitch.
gets.
Nah, I'm done with that fucking bitch. Jasmine Crockett.
Moving around Brown's campus before shooting at Brown University. Authorities there still searching for a suspect. Providence, Rhode Island police releasing this enhanced video of the suspect moving around
in that location.
Look at these morons.
That older part.
This guy needs to get fucking fired. This guy needs to sit down because for the past 5-6 years, this dude and his family been caught. Not him, but his family. They were all detective, narcotics, you know, big high precision police things. They get caught with the biggest fentanyl operation, from the narcotic brother to his nephew, that is the son of the narcotic dude, was the biggest fentanyl dealer in Rhode Island. And then a couple years ago, we had detectives, right, from his squadron giving drugs to high schoolers in Central High School so they can sell fentanyl to the youth. And then they got all caught up in a big investigation. This guy's still working as the chief of police. Well, buddy, we know that you might not have something to do with this, but you got to step down. Oh, but bro, every family member of yours getting caught big time fucking fentanyl traffickers. So you got to step down, bro. You got to step down as the chief of police. You got to step down until we investigate 110% what's going on with your family. Because how is it that you're the chief of police, the biggest one of the state, but then you have family members as cops and narcotics officers and detectives, and they all got caught selling heroin and fentanyl? Yeah, no, you got to step down. I guess this is the attorney general. Sit your monkey ass down, because you make no sense. I think he's the governor or the thing. I don't even know.
Part of the building, there are fewer, if any, cameras in that location.
Any old dude that shakes like he's shaking right now, you got to get out. You got to get out. And I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry, because your job is the hand signaling. We need a young girl. You look old with no teeth. You got to sit down.
Imagine, because it's an older building.
There's an old building, and the camera system that they have in that building is not upgraded.
that location. I imagine because it's an older building.
There's an old building, and the camera system that they have in that building is not upgraded as like some other
Look at these bimbos. Look. We're coming out in the news.
areas. So I think what would have been helpful more is if obviously there was a newer system in place that would have helped us a lot more.
This guy got to get
Take a look at this
retired.
map. It shows all the
Bro, look. All the security cameras, bro. And this is nothing, guys. Bro, downtown Providence has more cameras than New York City. And you telling me that the only two videos we're seeing is the same ones, and it's not even the person that did the shooting?
surveillance cameras on campus.
I said, man,
That big
the person
blind
that did the
spot you
shooting
see
still in
there,
school.
circled in red, represents the area of the shooting scene.
And I guarantee you, chat, I'm saying this shit today, Thursday. When they catch the people responsible for this, I'll bet you anything you want is gay or transgender. So like I said earlier, the big director of Brown University took the app down because the kids were saying, yo, it's coming from the trans gay community. And they're like, oh, you can't say that. Shut them down. And whoever keeps saying this are going to be suspended. That came out of her mouth. And then the FBI person blew up on her.
Former FBI Special Agent Nicole Parker and retired NYPD Inspector Paul Mauro are coming up. But first, national correspondent Brian Guinness is in Providence with the very latest on the investigation.
Shooting. Let's take a look at that enhanced video once again. It shows a 5'8" man, stocky build. He's walking around the residential neighborhood.
He has
right
no
next
guns.
to the Barris and Holly building. They're hoping someone will recognize how he walks and moves. The Attorney General says the videos released so far are the best they have of the person of interest.
Yeah,
now, at some
that
point you
dude
see
ain't
that he's
shooting
wearing
nobody.
a satchel, and at other times he's not. They have no information about how old he is, and nothing to suggest that he's a Brown University student or a staff member. The Attorney General for the Rhode Island says they are looking into whether the gunman yelled something during the shooting.
Oh, here we
There's
go.
no information
Oh, so
that
he is the
investigate-
Attorney General. So this is the mayor. And for the past, I want to say 10 years, every mayor we gotten are all gay. All fucking gay. Besides fucking Cianci, the Italian Goomba. The best thing that ever happened to Rhode Island was that guy. But these weirdos, as the mayor, I wouldn't work with none of these weirdos because they do not know what to do. And for this weirdo being the Attorney General of Rhode Island, meaning he's the big dog, like the super big dog. It's the Attorney General, the governor, the mayor, the chief of police, and vice versa, right? And what got my blood boiling was this, guys. We need the help. U.S. Marshal, DEA, ATF, FBI, CIA, and then he looked over and said, oh, yeah, and the help with Rhode Island State Police Officer. So you're telling me, you fucking weirdo, that you need all these special agencies to get one person that you guys still haven't got? Really? You need to be fired.
Team has about motive. Zero. There's nothing about, even if taking at face value what one or two witnesses may have said about what something was said, okay, and there are many witnesses that say nothing was said.
The FBI released a new video timeline, including this video taken from a vehicle showing the person of interest walking past the engineering and physics building at 2:53, about an hour before the shooting. There are 1,200 cameras on Brown University's campus, but this map shows you that there is a clear blind spot. Virtually no cameras outside of the engineering and physics building.
That's bullshit.
Except for this camera.
That's
and this is
bullshit.
at the emergency blue light stand for students. There's a camera at top. That camera was managed to capture the person of interest escaping from the physics and engineering building, or at least running away from it, crossing.
Oh, so these are the things I was saying yesterday, guys. And it's like every 2 or 3 blocks you see one of these. And the city traffic lights, you know, the red, white, red, yellow, and green, the traffic lights, right? They all got like 7 to 8 cameras on top. Listen, guys, this is what Superior Court is at. This is what Brown University is at. This is what Johnson and Wales University is at. You know how fucking secure this place is? So you have regular Providence police, right? You got the college police, college security, and a bunch of undercovers everywhere. Bro, you cannot do a weird handshake in downtown without getting pulled, without being jumped by narcotics cop. And out of nowhere, this happened. And my question is, where's the snow? When did it start snowing here? Let me know in the comments what you thought, guys. Am I tripping or what? Let me know in the comments.